Yeah, you know that. Here we go, We're starting to get some numbers now. We'll let some people come in and then we'll stick Chloe in, but we'll get some people in, get the ball rolling. What's happening, Lou? Jeez! 1 second. Or you lot, I'm going live. Alright? Oh. How many people we got in here? 17. See, the majority of my views actually come from YouTube and people looking on Instagram. You tell them, George. So I've got about... 1 second, I'm having a nightmare here. We got about 16, 17 messages from people that they've got questions for Chloe. Some of them are for me. Ego. This is Trippy Big G on one screen, George on the other. Yeah, I know, that's the problem we got at the moment. I've got about 4 lives lined up for Sundays. So I'm going to grant them people their Sundays and start doing Saturdays. I spoke to Gino, he's not bothered in any way, but me as a person, I don't want to be stepping on any toes, and we both don't want people having to choose who to view, sort of thing. So anyway, back to another episode of Morphtastic. This is episode number 4, I believe. We're going to get Chloe Hine on. I've known Chloe for a few years now. Great breeder, really nice person, and loads of people, everyone knows Chloe. Everyone knows Chloe for her GnTs. I've got a GnT, insane, but a lot of people don't know Chloe for Chloe, sort of thing. So these lives are a good platform for people to judge someone from face value almost. I mean, when I type to people, I type like abrupt. So yeah, so we'll stick Chloe in. We've got some messages for Chloe. We'll get Chloe in, let Chloe talk about herself, how she got here, sort of thing. What's up, Coastside? We'll get her in now. Just everything's one take. There's no edits. It's just all one take. All right, let's try and invite Chloe now. And just a quick one. I've had a few people message who view us on YouTube. And they ask, because obviously we get a lot of comments, a lot of questions in the comments, and on the YouTube, you can't see the comments, or even on Instagram after this live's finished, you can't see the comments. So I'll say, we got a question saying blah, 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 blah. So apologise for that. Tried my hardest to get around it, but no further delay. Let's get Chloe in here. I'm expecting this live to go on for about an hour, hour and a half, something like that. But we'll invite her in and go with the flow. So let's have a look. ChloesGeckos. Send her. Don't worry, Mike. I've got the red diamonds ready. Just waiting on Chloe now. Can everyone hear me all right? There she is.
Hello.
Can you hear me all right, Chloe?
Hang on, let me open the door.
I'll make this brighter. Shall I make this?
Is that better?
There we go.
Is
Can you hear me all right?
I've opened the door.
Is that because it's too hot in there?
Can everyone hear me?
Right. Can everyone hear us okay? I think there is a slight delay between me and Chloe. Make sure everyone can hear us all right. 38 views. Cool. Chloe, you've got some fans, girl.
Don't know
all
about
good,
that.
all good. Here we go. Okay. Can you hear me okay, Chloe? I can hear you perfect.
All good, mate. All good.
Perfect.
Hi, everyone.
41 views. I've got a screenshot. This is the most I've had. Go on, Chloe.
Oh.
Right. So, Chloe, explain about yourself.
Yeah.
How did you get here? What made you start?
can I just say that creaking is the door, in case anyone wondering what that noise is.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with reptiles since day one, so I mean, it was quite obvious that I was gonna get involved with them. But yeah, I mean, I started keeping my own and started getting into little breeding projects probably about 10, 11 years ago now. I had just come out of school, and yeah, maybe about 16, I think. So yeah, I'm older than I look.
Yeah, we had that like joke in the group chat. I think you said, "Oh, people think you're like 18."
I mean, it's a compliment, really. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm
I
only
don't mind
26. I'm only 26. When I first
I
met
know. You're older than me.
Dan said to me, "Oh, it was actually Dan and Dorset Geckos. This was like 6 months ago." They messaged me and was like, "Oh, we both guessed your age. We think you're about 33." And I was like, 1995 I was born, mate, you cheeky sod.
It's the beard.
Yeah, you're the ginger beard. Anyway, so I've got some questions here for you, Chloe. What's happening, Andre? It's good to see you, mate. It's sad to see you leave. I've got some red diamonds of yours to show. So we have a question here. What's the background on GnT? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's the rain hitting the spine.
Oh, right. What's the background on GnT, and is it a line you started?
No, I didn't start the GnT. So my originals were from who I believe was the original producer of the green and tangerine actual line, which was Mattis from Ultimate Geckos. I picked them up at a ham show in Germany a good few years ago now, and I got some females from KS Reptiles, a guy called lovely man called Kai. I think he's not doing any breeding anymore, but yeah, I got them from them over in a ham show.
And the rest has been history.
Unfortunately, but
yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is, if anyone shows me a GnT, I always go, "Did you get that from Chloe?" It's just something about GnT just screams Chloe to me. And like, I've got one myself. Oh, they're insane. I always say a really good quality tangerine looks sprayed, like spray painted. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
you've probably had a lot of people ask this. Someone's asked, does Blacktail's tail pass on to any offspring?
I haven't bred him, so
you haven't bred him. Oh,
no.
Well, there you go. There's your question. There's your answer.
Yeah. So basically, I didn't produce him. I was given Blacktail, and it came out of nowhere completely. I mean, I can only imagine it's a random mutation paradox. But I'm currently, I will be breeding him. I'm currently test breeding him, so I just need to know exactly what's in him. And then, I'm not expecting anything. I'm sure it's just a paradox, but I mean, either way, he's my pet either way. He's a really lovely gecko, and I'll get him out in a bit.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. When I saw that, I thought crazy. And from my experience with paradox, from my experience with paradoxing is, I know it can't be. Obviously, we don't know Blacktail. It might not even be a paradox, but from what we think, it's probably a paradox. But from my experience with paradox, is if I've got a paradox gecko, it don't pass down as such. But I have had, for example, Chris has got some paradox going down in his Morphs Patinuses, and I've had some pop out. So I do think it does almost pass down, but not, you know what I mean, not like a gene, almost like a birthmark. I mean, I'd be very happy if it did, but I'm not expecting it. But imagine Blacktail. Yeah, I mean, I saw a guy in Indonesia that had some, like he had more than one, but they were on lemon frost, and obviously this gecko has nothing to do with lemon frost. So I did actually reach out to the guy, and I asked sort of how it come about, but he never replied to me. This was probably over a year ago now, but yeah, I have no idea. Because you didn't want to. Competition. Yeah. This is probably something you're going to show later on. but I think it's a person who's watching now. They put it's Evergreen Reptiles. It's what's your plan with the stripe line? The only thing I could think of is you want the stripes to get better and better. That's the only. But obviously it's your line, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I can do with them. I mean, I am trying to put them into Galaxy currently, so I'm getting the head clips, and then I'll try and get some total clips with stripes, hopefully. So it'll take me a few years to sort of get the vision I'm looking for, but I mean, other than that, nothing else that I can put into them at all, other than some eclipse. So, and maybe white and yellow, but that's not on the cards at the moment. I'm just the eclipse for now, and I'll see what happens.
That's quite a difficult question. That it's like if someone said, "What's your plan with the tangerines?" You can always say, "I want to improve the oranges." But yeah, that's quite a tricky one. Den of Exotics. Ollie and Ella, I love them, and they constantly asking me this question: is what fat tail morphs do you work with, and what is your favourite? That's another little question in there and all.
100% the amel tangerines. I love bright geckos. That's sort of why I do the tangerines and the Leos, and then I just love bright stuff. I know people like darker stuff, but for me it's just bright geckos, and we have I mean white outs, Oreos, and combos of all those as well, and obviously the normal stuff as well. But yeah, amel tangerine by far my favourites. Yeah. Do you find
that African fat tails? Do you find them a lot more docile than Leos?
Personally, yeah, I think I just find them a lot more tame, easier to handle. I mean, maybe I have some really skittish geckos, I don't know, but like Leos. But yeah, I mean, me personally, I definitely find them easier to handle. I've never really had one even scatter away from me, whereas Leo's obviously it's a different story. So
I mean, I had one. I think I just had bad luck because everyone I speak to says the same thing. I bought one African fat tail from the Donny show from Matt. Is it Matt Watts, Facts and Racks?
Yeah, I got a lot of mine from Matt. Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, and it was horrible. It was a horrible thing. It kept going,
really?
And I was like, you know what? I don't think this. Yeah, I don't think this one's for me. But
all right.
Someone put Chloe. It's the chicken nugget man, Mr. I don't know if you know this person. Juniors, Chaplin Junior.
Hi, Kate.
I guess you know what they're saying.
Yeah.
What beardies do you work with?
Beardies?
Yeah.
I don't breed bearded dragons. I have a Zero. She's right here, waiting for me to get her out, I think. But I literally just have her as a pair. I wouldn't breed them personally. I don't know enough about them to get into that. Yeah, she's just a pet for me. But one day, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't breed her anyway, but you never know.
Yeah.
But not for now.
Just another pet for Chloe in her own reptile emporium.
Yeah, I mean, like people, obviously, I can understand, people look at breeders like us and will think, like everything we have, we're going to breed. But, it's not always the case. I have quite a few geckos that I don't breed anymore, and I just want to keep them. So,
yeah, no, that's good. At the end of the day, even though we breed and we enjoy breeding, we're pet keepers. They're all like our pets. Do you know what I mean? So
I name all of them on the site.
Yeah. Hello, what's happening, LJ? Hello, Jazzy. Welcome to the live. This is a good question, and I'm going to answer this one too. But I'm going to let you take it away first, Chloe. Who is your inspiration in the hobby? Like who produces, like, is anyone in the hobby produces something you're like, I love what they're doing?
Well, the first thing that I thought of with that, I mean, not people in particular, but I mean, the reason I got into sort of the green tangerines was, like the rainbow stripe morph, and obviously like the clowns, the G project. They were the first ones that I saw. and I was like, do you know what, I want to work with those. Like, I just immediately, that was what I knew I wanted to, you know, get into. But I mean, oh, is it bad if I say those people? I mean, I admire so many breeders, don't get me wrong, I really do. But yeah, I think it's just more sort of colours that I'm like, I want to work with that, you know, rather than I want to be like what they're doing, you know. It's yeah,
you know what you like, and then and you go for that sort of, and that's the best way to breed. And that's going to come up on a question I got here. People asking sort of like what should I work for? Well, what I can say is whatever you like the look of, go for that. So Chloe likes her green, and even I like green and tangerine. I've got green lines and other emerine lines. Just work what you like. I mean, I've got loads of different tangerine lines, got bells. I just work with what I like.
Yeah, yeah, I would say the exact same. Like, don't worry about, you know, what other people are doing. Just pick out. I mean, I do quite a vary amount of morphs, but it wasn't until I saw these orange and green ones I was like, yeah, you know. And now it's definitely my main project, and it will be my main stuff for quite a while, I can imagine. But yeah, don't worry about what other people are doing, you know. Just find something that you love to work with. I mean, I love blizzards, but they're feisty, you know. But you know, you love what you love, so yeah, just
absolutely.
just
If you just like tremper eclipses, if that's what you like, work with that and make the best tremper eclipses you can make. Like what Chloe's doing with GnT every season. It's been a pleasure watching, because every year they get better and better.
Well, that is the aim.
CNN reptiles. This might be something you want to show. What's your all-time best GnT? That's a good question, and he's also asked for me to show off Kong.
Shall I get her out?
Go on, get her out.
Shall we get her out? Yeah, I would say the one I'm about to show, I would say her, because obviously each year they do get brighter, so she's probably the one I'm most happy with at the moment. But watch her, like, everything thanks to Wade, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for anyone who's watching this, you will never pick up the true colour of the geckos. So if you see a gecko like Chloe's shown and you really want to see what it looks like properly, head over to her Instagram page.
Yeah, I posted this girl today, actually, in natural light. Obviously, I'm not in natural light. I've got a window above me, but I feel like it's, I mean, I'm going to try my best. I've got a lot of hair here, which is going to shadow something. I can't even see.
Oh, wow.
Hang on.
Oh, that's stunning.
Oh, am I going the right way? Can you
I can see the greens. I can see the greens.
Yeah. All I can see is writing.
Oh,
I can't even see her.
No, you've got that.
You're going to have to be my mirror. Can you see her colours?
Yeah, that's so stunning. The greens are coming through on camera as well, so I can only imagine what she's like in person.
Yeah.
So when you sending her over here?
Oh.
I ain't, mate.
No. I'll let you know.
So Chris, if you're watching, is Kong.
Oh, I love her eyes.
Super giants. They're quite. There's nothing too fancy of them visually, but that's Kong. I'm getting used to this with the camera. I'm getting good.
How do you, I see people, they're like, how do people do this? Like, how do you hold them to make
I've got a little taser here. Am I joking? People start reporting me. What's happening, Scott?
I'm trying to, I am going to put her away, everyone. I'm literally just practicing right now. I've done this about 100 times already, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'll get used to it. I got to work out how to hold them like you can.
The thing is, as well, they never want to perform when the cameras are up and running. None of them's in shed today, but I bet you when I get them out of camera, they'll just start to shed.
Yeah, I was about to say one's going to be in shed.
My sister's got a question for you. My sister's a huge fan of you.
She's lovely.
What's your favourite holdback? I don't know whether it's that girl or, but what's your favourite what's your favourite holdback of this year? She's put. Not GnT, not GnT.
Not GnT.
Not GnT.
It's fine. I'll pick another one anyway because you don't want to see the same gecko 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really tough question. Probably the other gecko that I posted today. The Tramp Tangerine or Sunglow is from Sunglow. I'll get him out. Yeah, it's the first results this year for this project, and I am so happy with how they've come out. So he was GT line Raptor crossed with a Sunglow.
It was so bright on Instagram. It was insane. It almost reminds me of like that sort of colour of Dave's Amber Glows. That has that really bright orange, almost red look.
He is a deeper orange than the green tang, like that I just got out for sure. I've got to stand this way, I think.
Oh wow! Insane.
Yeah,
you must be well happy with that.
I'm really happy. First year results as well. So, yeah. I'm buzzing.
What was it like as a baby out of the egg? Was it quite bright from the egg as well?
No, you know they always have the orange head, and you you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah. For anyone watching who isn't sure, when you get like a tangerine something come out, especially albino, they just have these orange heads.
Yeah.
You just know that they're going to be a bit bright. But yeah, I didn't expect them to be this sort of deep orange, and all the siblings are turning out the same. I've kept the first one that I got. I should have probably waited because the others might be a bit better, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with him. So you can't
keep them all, Chloe.
No, I can't give more. I'll need another rack.
Yeah. Do you work with Belle? So that's another question. I know you do.
Yeah. So I'm really new to Belle actually. I got my first Bells last year, I think, and this season is the first season that I've produced visual Bells. So I'm gutted I didn't do it a long time ago because they are stunning. I mean, I see like Siobhan's and I'm just like, wow, you know, they're so stunning. But yeah, I've got a fair few. I've only got one female, so there's not many, but it's the males, Old Bandit, Het Bell Eclipse, so they're popping out. Yeah, radar stuff, some white and yellow bell stuff as well. So yeah, really nice.
I don't know. Well, I know it's only your first year with Bells, but me personally, I find them. I don't know whether it's because the lines haven't been crossed as much. I just find them so fertile and have no problems with babies. But yeah, I mean, I did work with a lot of Bells last year personally, but I just felt like it came down to what we said earlier about work with what you like. I mean, I do like Bells, and there is certain Bells I do like, but it came to the point where I was producing so many Bells and I wasn't 100% into them, so I cut down last year massively on my adults. Thanks for the shout out, my lovely. SSP
yeah, I just gave her a smile.
SP has insane Bells.
Oh, they're incredible. I'm after this bold stripe white and yellow male. I think it's a male, or it might be a female. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But Siobhan, save me one of those. I am snapping one of those up. I need it.
Gecko Park Lee. I don't know if you've seen some of his Bells too. He's got some striped Bells going. I mean,
yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, they're insane. This is his second season as well. I think the thing is with Lee, because I've known Lee from the start. He just sees a gecko and he just knows what he's going to, not what he's going to do, but he sees potential in something straight away. And everything he's bought so far has been paying off massively.
Yeah, I mean, if I do kind of know what I'm after in a sense, like, you know, when I've got a project in mind, I'll know exactly what I'm looking for to sort of get it. Like, I am looking for a stripy sort of bell for these GT, because I'm currently testing. So I held back a load of GT males last season, and because they're all Posset Tremper, so I'm literally testing all of them this year, and I'm trying to find one that isn't Tremper. I mean, one of them's got to be albino free, I hope, and then I'm gonna chuck some bell in there. But it's just that I've just got this vision, you know. I just want a stripy one. So
That a bell put into the GnT, I can only imagine, because a bell and tangerine's the way forward, I think personally. So can you imagine a bell GnT?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the green's going to come out, because obviously the orange is incredible on them. But I mean, I'm going to give it a try and see what I can do. I mean, it worked with the Trempers, and I'm so happy with them. So yeah, I just want to see how it impacts the bells as well.
Yeah. What do you personally prefer? Because I've got a few green lines here. It's quite similar to GnT, just like another marine line green project. I prefer the albino version. I know you don't get as much green come through. Well, I had this conversation. You're like, actually, no, my TA green GnTs are quite green, but I prefer the albino versions. What's your thought? Do you prefer them not albino or albino?
My green tang tremper, I've got a couple, or I've got a few, but there's one who, she's my absolute favourite, and I never expected them to get that much green on them. But for me, she is probably my favourite of all of them. I mean, I've obviously, the one I just showed, I'm obviously really happy with, you know, ones that turn out like that. I mean, most of the babies are like that this year. They just haven't got their full colour yet. But yeah, for me, it's a tricky one. I do love the albino, so yeah, I'm probably going to say albino.
Yeah, I agree. The colour, they pop straight when they hatch as well. You like we were just saying, you can tell a good one straight away. Heads glowing, a couple of sheds, and you really see that colour starting to come through.
Yeah, 100%.
What advice would you give somebody who is trying to make a break into the hobby? I think you'll go back to what we said earlier. Make sure if you work with what you enjoy, it shows. It shows massively. It's like my main thing's giant, and what would you give on that, Chloe?
I mean, yeah, I think at the start, just sort of know, like, find a project and just sort of know what you're aiming for. You know, people come into it and they ask me, they're like, oh, what should I start with? And I'm like, well, what do you like? You know, some like oranges, some like snows. Like, there's so much choice. Some like patterns, some don't. And, you know, I mean, if you're going to have something for the sake of it, it just doesn't seem as exciting. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, you know, I as I said, I'm quite particular about what I pair together and the projects that I'm going for. So, yeah, that's all that I would recommend, really. Just to find what you want to go with and just follow it.
Yeah, work with what you love, and everything else will come with it. If people, how I see it is, if you put in your love and your care in what you're doing, it does show, and then people will be interested, and that's how you start making friends and whatnot. But yeah, that's the sort of advice I would give too. It's quite hard to make a break in the hobby. I remember when I first started, I felt like it was impossible. I felt like, do you know what I mean? I felt like no one wants to talk to me, no one wants to give me any advice. But you'll brush past the bad eggs.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's in the same boat when they start. I mean, it's, you know, when you don't know anyone at the start, I mean, I do admit it is easier when you know people. I'm not sure if that's just me. But, you know, like, you make friends, and, you know, we all sort of know each other in a way, and I don't know, it just makes it easier for me. But people new, you know, coming into it, I'm going to use them as an example. I know they're on here, but like Ollie and Els, you know, they're fairly new, and, you know, they've come in, they're chatting away to everyone and just getting to know people, and, you know, it's nice. It's, you know, especially for them, you know, just gets you a part of it, and you've got people to ask questions. You know, if people need help and advice, you know.
Definitely. Chris just put a comment saying, I spoke to you. You did speak to me, Chris. You did speak. But you know what I mean? Sometimes, like with the Facebook groups, you feel like you're on your own, and you make one little mistake, and then it's made a big issue sort of thing. But yeah, no, definitely. Make some friends. Like, so many people on Instagram, I've just randomly messaged, oh, your gecko's insane, love it. And then you just start making bonds, and then it's just, that's how you got to build up friendships and whatnot. I started this it was just me and my girlfriend. I didn't make any friends, and I probably was a little bit of an arse at first, pairing random geckos, and someone's going, "That's a wrap." So I'm going, "Nah, it ain't." So yeah. George, show us some red diamonds. That was a question from Mike. I can show you a couple. I'm not going to. I've got 4, but I'm not going to show. Sorry, say it again.
Are these the babies? The crosses?
The crosses, yeah, the crosses. Because I think Mike's after one, so he keeps asking.
Okay.
I'm gonna. The thing is, I'm running out of ideas. When I keep showing, I show him. I'm gonna get the Inferno out again. Do you know, I've got the Inferno out every single video.
I mean, I don't think anyone's complaining. I need to get mine out. I got some, and I haven't posted them yet.
How have I mastered this holding?
Yeah, I need to learn some tips here. I see everyone else struggle, and you're just like doing it so easily.
I think it's the Cockney bit. I think they're a bit scared. So did you mention you got some new arrivals?
Yeah, I'll get them. I'm gonna wash my hands, so chat away.
So Mike, you want to see your one? Well, I say your one. It's no one's yet until deposits been put down. This is going to be the only one I'm going to be releasing. I'm going to be heavily invested in this project, but this is the other one. 2 weeks old.
Do you know what? I love crosses, like GT crosses. It's just, you know, like if you're just doing the same sort of stuff every year, you know, the same thing, it just gets a bit boring after a while. I live for crosses. I'm like, yeah, let's see what happens with it, because you just don't know what's going to come out.
That's it.
It definitely livens it up as well. Right.
And by the way, Magic in the comments, I want to say I went to Aldi the other day and they just said, "Oh, can you let your mate know, Magic? We've had a huge increase in fruit sales." So big up Magic for the fruit sales at Aldi.
So this is the Inferno Male from T-Dragons. I think everyone got one from T-Dragons, but this is my male, who I'm very happy with.
Cool. Damn.
He's nice.
He's so nice.
He's very nice. And this is the first time that I've got him out as well.
Oh, lovely. Magic's, I don't know if you know Magic. Magic's really good friends with, I think you pronounce his name like Ten, like Tuan.
Tuan, yeah, I don't know.
Tuan. But I've just got another one coming from Tuan as well. But yeah, no, that's did you got a, yeah, that's stunning. So I'm a bit jealous. Got the male as well.
Really nice. But yeah,
So
I needed some new blood in, just keep things healthy and see how it goes.
So will we, I know we can't talk projects, but are we going to be seeing Inferno cross GnT? I'll let you know.
No, I am doing, I just want to, because I can't keep, I only line breed for a certain amount of time, so yeah, I'm just gonna cross them in somewhere and just see what happens. But I got 100%. A female as well. She's not as orange, she's quite green, so I wanted something green because I love the greens. But yeah, she's a chunky girl. I'll get her out.
Let me get my one out while I'm at it. Might as well.
This girl is huge. I don't know where to stand. She's so.
Oh yeah, she's beast.
She's an absolute beast.
Someone said that's what she said. Come on, this is PG.
Really nice.
Everyone's seen it now. Everyone's bored of it.
I mean,
but like you said, I love the green banding on it.
Yeah. What else am I getting out? I've had so many. Oh, should I get Blacktail out? He's like top of the list. I had the most requests for him. Um,
You wish, Mike, you wish. If you hear me randomly talking, Chloe, I'm just going through the comments.
yeah.
Chris at CNM, he just put a comment. He's got a really nice Inferno girl as well. I wish I probably got a male. I should have probably got a male, but I'm going to be crossing the Inferno probably into a clown.
That sounds very nice. Yeah, I've got a G project coming from Dave. Another one where I wanted to, so I got a outcross thing. So yeah, but that's for a cross. It's going to a cross, not one of the.
Dave put a G project in the WhatsApp chat the other day. I don't know if you saw it. I think it was yesterday. It was crazy. Still time December run. Yeah, I hear that, Magic.
Oh, here's the guy.
Gonna put mine into electrics. Don't care what you're doing with yours, Chris. Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's mental.
It's not painted. I had a couple of comments. Oh, you drew that on? Yeah.
That's photoshopped.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If that passes down, Chloe, you're in the game, girl.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
Oh, so nice. That's crazy.
It's actually a lot lighter than it was. You can see like the proper spots through the black now. But when he was a baby, like it was just jet black. And
yeah.
Oh, I was insane. I still got photos of when he was a little bubba, but yeah, he's a lovely guy though. But
insane. Yeah. It's crazy what randomly, like some genes. This is what us breeders like. Like you could randomly hatch out a mutation or something crazy like that tail, and it could be the next big thing. It's like Satin. I was talking. I can't even pronounce his name. The guy from Netherlands about Satin. He said it just randomly happened, and now look at it. It could be the next thing. What makes the tail so different from the rest of the Leo's body? That was a question from Ollie.
What makes the tail so different?
Yeah, what basically I think he means why is it a different colour?
Oh, if you're asking me how, I honestly have no idea. I mean, I'm going to say pot luck, but I mean, I thought it was a paradox, but I mean, I don't know, it's just insane. Like, I don't get how it's almost the whole tail.
Yeah.
It's like, did paradox do that? I mean, I guess they can, but I mean, I don't really get any paradox stuff hatching. I had a couple on a couple of white and yellow max stuff, but other than that, I'm not really experienced with what pops them. So
yeah, nothing to that level anyway. I mean, I've got a few paradox bits. You normally get like a little spot, or the white and yellow gem I got from Dan's got a little orange spot on his head, but nothing like a full tail.
Yeah.
SJJ Geckos, hello you sexy pair. That's got to be Jason the Scouser, isn't it? So beautiful, honestly. If it passes down the babies, I will nab one. I think everyone's going to be after those.
Honestly, the amount of people that have asked, I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. If it does pass down to the you can even call it something your own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I didn't call it, but.
Magic Morphs sent a question. What got you both into Morphs You Work with, and how do you see it going in 5 years? I don't know, that's quite a tricky one because things can change in 5 years. But with the Giants, let's say, I want it to get bigger and bigger and bigger without it being like unhealthy. Because of the Giants, if you want to get them big, you can get them big. But like my female, if I let her get any bigger than that, then that's just being unhealthy. But yeah, no, just with the Giants in particular, I'm just trying to get them bigger and bigger and bigger without them being unhealthy. And I'm also trying to get some colour into them, because when you look into Giants, a lot of them are just your Tremper or just straight Raptors. So I'm trying to get a bit of colour into them, which can lose size when you outcross them and impair back and whatnot.
That's your issue, yeah.
I've got some fresh blood from Tien. He's got an amazing tan yellow giant, so I've managed to nick one off of him. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Chloe? What do you see yourself, your projects in 5 years? It's quite a difficult question, that, because it's hard to envision 5 years. It's quite a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I might pop something in a couple of years. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna concentrate on that. So it's hard to say, but I mean, for now, it's definitely. I mean, I will still have green and tan stuff, I think, because I'm out crossing them. I'm trying them with different things at the moment, so I'm just sort of seeing what happens put into other stuff. So I mean, I probably will still have those going about, but other than that, I'm not really sure if something might pop up. But
yeah,
I don't really get much new stuff in. But
I suppose it's just like with the GnTs, you're just trying to get them as orange and as green as you can. And it's very hard, Scott. I don't like that question, mate. And in fact, I don't appreciate that question. I don't know where I've only been doing this for 5 years. I don't know whether I'm still going to be doing it in 5 years. I hope so. But yeah, no, what Chloe said, just all I'm doing is trying to keep improving. I've just had a Facebook message. Can you get Chloe to show off them AFTs, please? Elle is dying. Den of Exotics.
I'll get them out.
There you go, Elle, messaging me personally. If anyone else has any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below.
So, first one. This is a Out Platinus. For anyone that knows Morphs or anyone that doesn't, this is a Out Platinus. And he's got a stripe as well. He's quite orange, actually. Oh. He was never that orange. He was quite yellow, and then he sort of changed. But yeah, he's really nice.
Stunning. Ollie, I can't help it, all right? Well, she's showing you now. She's showing you now. Ah, stunning.
Yeah. I think he's my favourite one.
Do you have sugar in your tea? Unfortunately, I do, because I'm not sweet enough.
Yeah, one for me.
What is a super platinum? Haha, I'm joking. That must have been back from the WhatsApp group. Gosh. If anyone wants if you're new to breeding and you want like advice and like no judgments, you can drop me or Chloe a message, and we also have a WhatsApp group chat that you can ask anything. It's mainly UK people. I know a few international people joined and left because of obviously we all got different banters and whatnot.
This guy is a Out. Also got a stripe. I love the striped ones. A big lad.
Lovely.
So they're like some yellow and brown, bit of orange in there. Some nice colours that they show.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a Out.
Nice size as well, ain't they?
Yeah. I mean, this is a full-grown male. I haven't weighed him in a while, so I don't know what he weighs. But, yeah, I mean, they're very, very similar size to Leo's, but I think just a tad smaller, in my opinion.
Right.
But, yeah. Let's see if I have any more.
Good you said that, Ollie, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, okay, I know what Siobhan's doing here. She's trying to get me to say it. What bell do you want to see, Siobhan? That's the question.
Guy wants to So this is an Oreo. Where's the camera?
Lovely.
They're like black and oh gosh. Sorry. He tried to bite me. So earlier about them being so tame.
My fat tails never bite.
Mine are lovely. Yeah, I proved myself wrong there, didn't I? But yeah, really nice. No, I'll put
that's my favourite bell, Siobhan. If you want to know my favourite, 75 grams. Gem Snow, Radar, lavender, white and yellow. My favourite. I actually think that was Chris might be able to say. I think that was originally one of Gecko Lounge's holdbacks. So I was lucky to pinch this lad on one of my courier journeys. He's insane, isn't he, Siobhan? So I know you know your bell. So if you're saying he's a good one, I know he's a good one. Unless you're talking about Chloe's whiteout.
I've got one more. So I thought I'd get an email out. It's a little bubble one. But I just really love this one.
Oh my God, yeah.
Can you see the colour? I don't know what you can see here. All I can see is the writing.
It's like an orange and like purple bands. Very nice.
Yeah.
So are the Amels the ones? I think I was watching Siobhan's live with Herpin Hour. I think she said the Amels are like the tangerine fat tails, aren't they?
Yeah, these are. I think they're the only. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I think they're the only tangerine ones about at the moment.
Mm.
Unless I've completely forgotten something really obvious, but I mean they're the only ones we have here anyway. But yeah, they
look so much better. I mean, if you guys are watching that, you can see the colour, but those in person, I can imagine how bright they're going to be.
Yeah, a lot better in person, for sure.
Someone asked me for a colossal cross giant. I might as well get it out while I'm here. Let me put some Inferno Girl back quickly. I know Colossal isn't affiliated with Giant at all, but I must say today I am actually quite impressed. Where are you? This one hatched with one of those orangey heads we were talking about, Chloe.
Oh yeah.
This one's not staying still, so that's the result. Ooh!
I'm glad I weren't the only one.
Yeah, you can see the cut. I went for the. Oh, I'm gonna put this one away.
You always get one. Don't get baby blizzards out. They're so feisty.
Oh, I don't know whether you figured it, because I've had a few blizzards. Do you find that they're a bit more aggressive? I don't know whether it's something to do with them. I just find even Jay, he's got a load of DBs. You find they're a bit bitey.
Yeah. Can you see this scar?
Oh yeah, it looks like a Leo bite. Yeah.
Looks like a whole jaw mark. Blizzard.
No way.
I've got an adult male called 4. He's lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got me there, but no. I mean, I love blizzards. They're one of the first morphs that I ever worked with. And I've had them ever since. But yeah, little bubby ones, as cute as they are, they're for anyone that breeds them, you're probably agreeing with me. But yeah, they got
a bit of an attitude. I think good thing about blizzards. Blizzards one of the first morphs when I first started. I was like, wow. That's when I got Rocky off of you. I was like, yes, look at the white gecko. Oh my God. I used to think geckos were like dogs. Like if you breed a white gecko to a normal, I'm going to get like white looking geckos that are going to hatch out these normal patterns. Oh, how wrong was I?
Yeah, Ollie, I'm not getting 4 out. He can bite my other hand.
Wade, Trempers, man. Trempers.
I will get my midnight Mao out though. Is Jay on here?
Sorry, say that again?
Is Jay on here, or he'll see it anyway?
He's probably too busy buying another 10k followers.
Oh, okay.
Any questions, people? Keep them coming.
Probably another gecko that's going to hate me, but this is my main midnight Mao.
Crazy.
So he is just a blizzard. He's not a black knight. I get so many messages. How much is your black knight? And he does fluctuate, but honestly, I'm not even just saying it. He never gets light at all. And I think I'm just really lucky because all geckos fluctuate, obviously, and especially blizzards. You notice it more than others. But
how does the not Black Knight? How does the midnight work, Chloe? From your opinion, because I know I spoke to Andre Botti about a year ago, and he actually said he doesn't think it comes down to temperature. He's had 2 midnight blizzards, paired and put them in incubator normal temperature, and they still come out midnight blizzards dark.
Yeah, I personally agree. I mean, obviously, it's only from my experience. I mean, they say the lower temps, and I mean, for a start, this is a male. I've tried obviously the line breeding as well, but I mean, I can't give a definite answer, but it's probably a lot of people might disagree what I'm saying, but I honestly think it's just pot luck, and that's just like someone that's working with them. That's just me being honest. Like I've line bred them, and blizzards, some are dark and some aren't. But I mean, I might be wrong. I do think maybe the chance is better if both parents are dark. I do think that, but they're not 100% dark babies. So you'll get a couple that stay dark, and that's the luck with it. But I think they are hard to get.
You sold a few to KLG that have stayed nice and dark.
Yeah. So I didn't know
I want her back.
Midnights. I definitely didn't know they're going to be midnights, or one of them anyway. But he just he was quite dark anyway, and he got darker. But that male is incredible. Yeah, her babies are lovely. Like the female was light when she got her, but she just all of a sudden sort of went dark. So. I mean, it is over time as well. I find that they're not dark from baby and stay dark. It's either, I mean, they can, but it's either like some are light as anything, and then they'll go dark months in, or they're dark months in, and then all of a sudden they'll go light. Like they can just change. And this is why I made the mistake of sort of letting them go earlier, because I was letting some go that were, light purple, and a couple of months later, they've got like a dark chocolate looking gecko. I'm like, So I let some go early, but I'm glad it went to Charlene anyway.
I've witnessed it from first hand. I mean, Jay's got a couple of midnights, and he said I go around his here and there because he's only 20 minutes from me. And I went round his, he went, do you want me to show you something fascinating? I went, go on. He went, look at this midnight blizzard. He showed me it, dark. He left it on the side. I'm not even joking you. 5 minutes later, it was just a white gecko.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, blizzards fluctuation it's just so much more noticeable than other geckos, I find. I think it's just, where they've got no pattern, and they're crazy. I mean, some I'll look at them and they're dark, and as soon as you get them out, I mean, it's their mood changing, but within a couple of seconds, it's just.
It's similar with Black Knight.
Jay is here.
Yeah, he's here. Look. I did what I said earlier, Jay. I was only joking. Same with Black Knight. It's even MP stuff. I mean, the MPs, I'll open them up to feed them, and they're dark, and then give them a couple of minutes, running around and whatnot, and they go light again. Yes,
I can imagine MPs are the same. Yeah, I've only got one MP from you.
Hey,
my girl Pistachio. Yeah.
Wacky exotics. The colour change is ridiculous. You'd think they're fired up and down like a Crestley. That's a good way of putting that, actually. Jason put a comment earlier. Do we both work with Black Knight? I have worked with Black Knight this year, but I've passed the Black Knight on to Dan at Tribal Reptiles. He was down at South Yorkshire Geckos and Bearded Dragons. That was a big mouthful, that one, but he changed it. It's just something I don't want to work with. Everything I produce is quite bright, and I felt like I was going back on that. It's just something I didn't want to work with. Do you work with Black Knight, Chloe?
I don't know.
Will you work with Black Knight?
It's not really. I mean, I think they're lovely to look at, but for me, I don't. I mean, I love bright geckos, so I don't think. I mean, not now anyway, but my mind might change. But not for me at the moment. But I love looking at pictures of other people's Black Knights.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it done exactly what I wanted it for, because I paired the Black Knight to a blood, and I wanted some burnt orange looking geckos, and that is exactly what I got. But it's just something I didn't want to work with. And Dan's a really good friend of mine, and he got a project in mind that was was going to work, so I let him take it. Comes back to what we said the other day: work with what you really want to work with. If you're half-hearted with it, what's the point?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jay's
I
in the
do
house.
like the MP ones. The Leopard
Oh
Geckos
yeah, I think it's Lady Verga. She works with some of them, and I think she calls them Ash.
Yeah, but obviously because MPs lose their spotting, it's like if they stayed with spotting, they would be incredible, I think. But
yeah, but that crazy patterning.
Yeah, I just saw Aaron. Honestly, geckos are unpredictable. I mean, you never really know how things are going to turn out. I mean, I've got GTs here, a couple of years old. Some are bright as anything, and some have dulled a bit. I mean, there's no way of telling really. They're so unpredictable. I would say
It's an animal. At the end of the day, it
yeah,
grows, it gets
we don't know.
moody, or anything can happen. Same with the Giants this year. I've turned around and said to everybody, you know, the parents are giant, but I can't guarantee you the size because I've let some people buy these Giants off of me, and it hasn't reached the size they wanted, and they've been gutted about it. So same, these things do happen. The same with Jay. Jay will probably sell a black knight, and you know it'll go dark, it'll go light, and then it'll go dark again. It's just one of those things. And sometimes it happens with sheds. So your one might go really light when it's due a shed, or just one of them things of animals. You can't predict an animal at the end of the day. Chloe's next gecko should be called Marpa. Is it? Do you know this person? Because they said a few things and you started smiling.
I do know him. Yeah, I'm not sure what he means. I mean, I know, Casey. I know what you mean, but what's the M for? Please explain. Yeah. What else? Oh, I'm gonna get my bearded dragon out because I brought her in here just for this, and I've not given her any attention yet.
Laughing my arse out. Go away, magic. Oh, Jay.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Some of you have probably seen her on my page.
God, she's got big.
Yeah, she's a little chunk now.
She's got big. She's stunning.
She's lovely.
Have either of you guys noticed colour development after breeding? How do you mean, Wacky? Do you mean decreasing colour or increasing colour? I mean, most females that will go through breeding, mine, the colour washes out while they're breeding, personally. I suppose they're not happy. They've got these big eggs in their stomach.
Oh, she means... Have you noticed colour development after... Oh, do you mean like breeder females, how they change after laying eggs? Have I read that completely wrong? Also,
that's how I read it.
Also, I want to say thanks to the Wacky girls because I wouldn't have got Echo if it wasn't for them pointing me where to go. So thank you, ladies.
Wacky's always been a huge support for us as well. So big shout out to Wacky. It's Lacey. Is it Maya? Maya? Sorry if I got that wrong.
Lacey and Maya, I think.
One of our females from Chloe, Tangelo, has developed a lot of colour after our first season. Again, this could be one of those things. I mean, Chloe's Tangelos are really, really nice. I've actually got one. I'm not one from Chloe, but I've got one from Tien. I think they're quite an old line, but they're making a comeback from the looks of things.
Yeah.
Maya. Sorry about that.
Maya. Oh, I got it right.
Yeah. At least I got Lacey right. I got one of them right.
Yeah.
I've got one question. Someone's asked, well, they said, would you show a Euro? I don't know whether you got them. Calm down.
I do.
What's the difference between a gecko and a lizard?
Hey, see, a gecko is a lizard. I mean, it depends what you're talking about. There's a lot out there. My screen keeps going dark. I'm not sure why. I've just plugged it on charge. Am I good? Right, I'll get a Euro.
I think you're good.
she's hiding away. I've had to get a baby because the mama is hiding away now, and I don't want to bring her out. Although I really wanted to get her out because I love her so much. But this is one of her little bubbies.
Oh wow!
Yeah, there's about 17 of them. These are the Moroccan Diamastic. Nigroventris. I always say it wrong. But
Do they? If I'm right, Chloe, do they just eat greens, don't they? They don't eat insects.
yeah, green seeds, like lentil seeds as well. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, they're awesome. Tortoise without a shell, someone said. I thought the same, Casey. I thought the same. I thought, hang on a minute. Is that a fake Is that a fake account or something? Tortoise without a shell. Had to be you, Magic, didn't it? Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions. Keep us entertained. Is there anything you want to see on my end? Is there anything you want to see from Chloe?
Oh, I have little chameleons actually. Oh, one's out. They are tiny. So these are Yemens. He's got a bit of shed on his head. I'm going to be really careful here. Tiny little Yemen.
Yeah, stunning. Yemens is what I first bred as well. They're lovely. When they get older, they're a little bit, don't touch me.
Feisty.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
especially the males.
Hate me. Yeah.
There's another, actually, I had another red diamond hatch the other day. Similar to these babies, I tell you. Another red diamond cross.
Oh, nice. I love.
See, you know when they're that age, at that colour, you know it's
yeah.
got to,
you
know it's going to be
100%.
good.
Yeah.
I've also hatched my first red diamond cross tremper. Quite happy with it.
Oh, tremper one, yeah. I love the albino ones.
What's your favourite thing about the leopard gecko community? For me, I'm a bit of I'm quite a sociable person. So speaking to everybody, hearing everybody's stories, even just people messaging me saying, "Oh, could you give me help with this?" It's just what I enjoy. I've never really been good at anything before, and for some reason I've always used to go through phases. Even my mum used to say to me, you always used to go through phases. You'll go like boxing for 6 months, you drop it, do something else, and for some reason the leopard geckos I've stuck to. Yourself, Chloe, what's your thoughts on that? What's your favourite thing about the leopard gecko community?
Probably the friends that I've made. I mean, I talk to like you guys more than like other people at the moment, sort of outside the hobby, and yeah. Definitely the friends I've made. I mean, I'm like you. I like to talk to people as well, and yeah. So definitely the same. Super Snow Stripes. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna get them out now. Okay. Well, George, you can answer that one.
So I think it's Sergio. So costs, it depends whether you buy brand new or second hand. Personally, anything to do with like, it's just my opinion, anything to do with reptiles or anything to do with fish, like aquatics, always go second hand because of a vivarium, a 2-foot vivarium. You want to buy it brand new, it's going to be costing you £100–150, something like that. But if you go and get a second hand one, you can get one for about £20–30. The only thing I would say was different between marine, well, I suppose it ain't different. Make sure you clean everything massively because you never know, it could be something parasitic in there, or so anything I recommend buying second hand But make sure you give it a deep clean. Same with like fish. If you've got a fish tank, you want to give it a deep clean for white spot and things like that. But yeah, but friendships for me all the way. Can you save this video to your story so I can rewatch? So Shannon, this will go to my Elite Gecko. It'll be on my Instagram page, but it also will be uploaded to YouTube. I've kind of mastered how to do YouTube now, so I'm hoping I can get this on YouTube later this evening, maybe tomorrow morning. God, he's big. Stunning.
This is the big boy.
So nice. That stripe is so predominant.
Yeah, I just like, you know, people like, again, like the darker looking ones, and you know, like heavily spotted. You know, you get like the Blizzard MP ones that just like a bit more spotted, and
yeah,
I prefer lesser spots. So I was like, oh, I'm going to see what I can do with these. But yeah, I think
they give them a funny name, don't they? I think Holly from Andromeda Reptiles or Exotics. I think it's called like Direct. I can't even say it.
Ron, I believe Ron Tremper.
Oh, we've got a little bit of a lag here.
I mean, it's just a super snow at the end of the day, but I mean, people stick names on things, don't they?
Oh, they do. I saw something the other day, a chocolate something, and I thought, oh, let me have a Google of that, and it was like, oh, it's a darker incubated tremper, and I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was special going on.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that was a thing. Yeah, I mean, you know, chocolate sundaes.
Yeah.
Strawberry whatevers, you know, they're everywhere. This is one of the babies. They all sort of look the same, but the stripe really does come out.
Oh yeah.
On the babies, and they're just sort of Jungle Mac is the other parent, and this is what they pop. So
stunning.
Yeah, I'm not releasing any yet. I'm gonna keep it going for another year or two and just see if I can get the stripes any more. You know, but
100% Junior. Definitely Junior. I'm gonna I'll message you after this live, and we'll get something scheduled and booked in for sure. 100%. Lucy Les, how many times do you let a gecko go and regret it? Honestly, every single season. I can't keep them all. It just comes down to space. But I know you've got one that I really regret letting go.
Yeah, I regret a lot of what I let go. But at the end of the day, we can't keep everything. So you just got to tell yourself that, really. But,
yeah.
I mean, it happens.
I get absolutely buzzing when I sell something to somebody and they love it. Do you know what I mean? That is even if it was something I was going to hold back, and when I give it to them and they're like, "Oh, this is this," that's sort of a part of this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lucy's Leo's got an insane one from me. One of my smiley heads. So another one of my projects I've been working on. This one's. I mean, I sold it. It was like orangey looking, and then she sent it to me like 4 months later, and I was like, "Oh no, what have I done?" Helios. I saw him today, banging, mate. I know, insane Joe. And big shout out to Joe. Anyone who watches YouTube, ChloesGeckos on YouTube. He's gonna do some bits. His editing skills are class.
Yeah. Get it, Joe.
Joe's a good lad. He should be coming up to me next week at some point for a Cresty, so it'd be good to see that little dry ginger guy, Dry Joe. Anyone got any more questions for Chloe?
I'm
Keep
trying
them
to see
coming.
what else I can get out. Trying to think what else I can show. Oh, I want to show my
I'm gonna watch that banana.
This is one of my GT crosses. She's probably the only one that I've kept from last year. She's like a bit darker. I know some people like the darker ones. I don't know if you can see.
Stunning.
She's quite a deep orange, and then the green isn't really that green anymore. But she's like a real deep orange. It's a bit of like a clowny colour look sort of thing.
Yeah, that's low. I think it was you, Chloe, that put on WhatsApp. It was like, do you guys think I should carry on doing the GnT crosses? Like, yep.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
SP Banana Blizzard.
I have 2 babies at the moment, and oh my god, yeah. They're right in front of me.
Because the Banana Blizzards, they hatch from quite a dark head, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So like real real yellow bodies, and then yeah, like dark purplish head. I mean, obviously very similar to how a blizzard would hatch with a darker head. This one's a bit scattery. Where's that? I'll put it in this tub. I'm not dropping any more geckos.
Oh, don't do it me. Hannah said, what's involved in the Banana Blizzard gene-wise?
So bananas are pretty much Morphs Patternless blizzards. And that's the simplest answer. When there's too many genes in there, they're not going to pop out. So, yeah, it took me a while, but this is one of the babies. I don't want to have to wrap them around.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this one's really yellow. The other one is the same, I think. One's a boy and one's a girl, but they are siblings. But yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
I think Cambridge Geckos doing the rainwater version of that. Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah, I love stuff.
What I like what you do over there, Chloe, is you work with a lot of stuff that was big like years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like the old school. Do you still work with the old school stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not. I mean, that was badly worded, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm not really.
I mean, as I said, like I started with blizzards, and you know, people might think they're dull, but I just love blizzards, and like I have a few different colour blizzards now, and like I don't know what it is, but yeah, like old school stuff, like you know, people want to go for the newest edition of stuff, you know, good, like good for you, 100%. But yeah, like I'm just sort of, you know, back
working with what you love.
Yeah, like I mean, it's stuff that I've just obviously seen a lot of over many years, and I don't know, I just like to. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and if I have a project in mind, I sort of won't stop till I get it. Like just for my own, you know, not for anyone else, just for me. I just, you know, I like setting myself goals and seeing what you can make. This other one isn't really gonna.
Well, like what Magic just put, old school will always be desirable. Absolutely, mate. I think I've had this conversation with Chloe. You don't get your old school Raptors anymore. Do you know when you're just all orange body? Can't beat old school.
This one's not gonna let me get it. It looks the same as the other one, but I don't want any towels dropping. So.
Oh, don't. Not on live.
Live. Yeah, Raptors. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how the name sort of changed, because obviously the original Raptors were because of the patternless bodies and you know, they're bright orange, and obviously these days it's different. Whatever pattern it has, if it's Tremper Eclipse, it's still a Raptor, and you know, everyone sort of follows that. You know, that's fine. I do wonder how it sort of came about, how people, how it sort of. I mean, I was listening to, I think it was on Strength in Leos, where Sesovec was saying, I think he said he was he the first to make a one with pattern, or I'm probably completely wrong there, but he was definitely talking about whoever did it. And they just still called it a Raptor, but you know, fair enough, I guess. But
I think it's been crossed so much now that it's just, if it's a Tremper and an Eclipse and it's showing a red eye, it's just a Raptor now. I think that's just just how things have been so outcrossed now. It's
I mean, me, I label them as raptors when they've got no pattern, and if
Mm.
they have got pattern, I say Tremper Eclipse. But
Right.
that's just me.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's still a raptor, you know, or you know. But
Yeah, no, you're right.
it's just me. I don't
Yeah.
judge what anyone else labels at all.
Is that even
But
Magic's, but I call them Tremper
sort of
Eclipses.
comes
Yeah,
out.
100%.
Yeah, if they've got pattern, but yeah, again, it's just me. But yeah, I've got some. I mean, it's my first year popping out raptors. I think it's my first year popping out raptors, but it's from GT Raptor cross with one of Dave's copper raptors. So
Nice.
yeah, the babies are nice.
Yeah, I've seen a few of Dave's copper raptors there. DC's in the house anyway, so everyone say hi to Dave, Dave the famous Dave, Mr. Godfather Dave, Guru Dave.
Everyone knows Dave.
Let me get, actually I think I've got quite a decent raptor in here somewhere. Available, by the way.
Oh, by the way. I'll get one.
And by the way, Ollie, I went around and made sure I double labelled everything for you. Because on one of my lives, Ollie was like, oh, that's a bit unusual, not labelling your tubs. I'm like, they are. Ollie, cheers for that, Ollie.
Yeah, how do you know what everything is? I'll get some raptors.
Chloe, how many breeds do you have? Nobody's going to tell you that sort of information.
I don't count. I mean, I could count, but no, I don't know. They come and go because the more holdbacks you get, the more you got to release.
So that is a raptor to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Available, everyone.
I'll get one of mine out.
How many breeders I've got?
I've never ever counted.
I'll say I've probably got best part of 30, 40 breeders. Dave, I only have 2 breeders.
That variety you get with 2 breeders, Dave, that's impressive.
I must have a lot of hets, Dave. God. I suppose Dave's supposed to be doing a live with me in October.
That'll be good. Yeah, this is one of the babies that I'm keeping from one of Dave's and one of the GT line raptors. If he will stay still.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's got a really nice, the white on his head as well, if he'll stay still. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. The void, nice.
Put him out too long because of the light, but the light on the white on the head, yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah, he's real nice.
The red diamond from this week, Ollie. I think I did show it, but I can show. I've got to be careful because these ones are really, because they're only like a week old. They're really jumpy. But I managed to hit a Tremper red diamond. Well, just so you know, they're crosses. So that's the Tremper one. And I'll show you the clutch mate. I've actually got another clutch mate just like it.
Thank you.
I think Magic quite likes these ones.
I love.
So that's a red diamond crossed with a copper electric. But like we were saying, when they hatch like that, and then that bright, you know they're going to be. Oh, I've got something to show you, Chloe. Actually, I've got a green line Tremper.
Oh, I love a green.
I'm really happy with it. I mean, the colours are probably not really going to pick up on the camera.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
Anything that is from green lines and albino, I'm
You're all over it.
I mean, I'm definitely after a reverse strike from you. I will never let that go until I get one in my hands.
Yeah, do you know the Stonewash cross one you really like? I've hatched one pretty much identical to that one, so I'll get it out. I'll
Don't
get it
even
out.
bother posting it. It's sold.
Where are you?
So while you're doing that, I got another.
Oh,
This
that's
is another
really nice.
GT baby. He doesn't have his full green yet, but the orange is like luminous on this one.
That's stunning.
So it's still got the little blue bits, and it all turns green. Got a really green head as well, that one.
This is where I'm going to have a hard time trying to find. Right. Where are you? This one ain't it, but this is for Ollie, because Ollie's asked for a gem snow. This is a gem snow crossed with a stone wash. Like her.
Nice. Yeah, I love reverse stripe. I've only got one, and it's from you.
There's something about stripes. This one is the one we're talking about. It's staying so strong as well. Yeah, here we go. That was my knee.
Oh, I need that. I don't know what it is. I just love the reverse stripe so much.
That's his clutch, mate. Another stone wash. You can see it.
It's crazy how different things are.
I know. I'll have to send you the other reverse stripe I patched, because I ain't gonna keep
Get in line, Ollie. Get in line.
Yeah.
This you might as well just save it for me.
It's yours, isn't it?
Obviously.
It's yours.
Yeah, I was just reading Hannah's comment.
How do you know if your geckos don't want to pair? From my experience,
go on.
If she's not ovulating, she won't pair. And secondly, the female will run away if she doesn't want to pair. In my opinion,
That's what I would have said.
You do sometimes get a female that is ovulating and she just, like Jay's got one, but you have to get that one male that just.
I've had a few, yeah. Yes, I mean I put it down to ovulation. I mean I wouldn't pair them if the female wasn't ovulating anyway, personally.
Yeah.
No point. But
yeah, that's all I could say. If she's not ready, she won't pair.
Yeah, and Hannah, if you're not sure how to tell if female is ovulating, if you're not sure, drop me a message and I will send pics of what it looks like. And for anyone else as well. Or George, you can send George pics as well. Yeah. So I'm like taking
all the glory.
Sorry.
But yeah, a big shout out to Hannah, everybody. She does these little art pieces, and she's done this chameleon for Chloe. Chloe's gonna get it. Insane. So Hannah is very talented. She even does little key rings. If you want a little key ring, she does loads of artwork. Very, very reasonably priced, and she does such a good job.
So she did a black towel painting.
Wow.
Incredible.
I'm gonna have to get her to do me a Morphtastic one.
Yeah, and this one of the chameleons I know, Magna, absolutely incredible. The detail is insane. Yeah, I've got loads on my wall. I've literally put them all on the wall. This is my gecko room, so they're all up. I think
Siobhan's got a few as well.
Yeah, I saw in the back of the live that she did. But yeah, I'll probably be after more, Hannah. I want to cover the wall with artwork now. So,
has anyone else got any more questions before we call it a day for Chloe? Any last questions? You're welcome, Hannah. Honestly, it's nice supporting somebody like yourself who is getting into the hobby, and it's just, you can see you enjoy doing it. And the chameleon, I think that speaks volumes from what you can do. All those little details.
Really talented.
Yeah, such amazing work, Han. Definitely going to have an order soon. Everyone loves Hannah's painting. Shannon's put, can she see the one she's put a deposit on or something?
Oh yeah. Is he here? Yeah, he is here. Oh wait, no, he's not here. He's not here. That sounds really weird. Some of my geckos aren't here because I don't have enough room in this new. This is my new building that I've had a few months, and they can't. There's not enough room for them all here. So half of them are still where they used to be.
Yeah.
This is only. I've only had this since the start of this year. I'm not going to get into it. Some of it's where I work, but yeah, he's not here. But I will 100% send you updated photos tomorrow. 100%. Drop me a message so I don't forget.
I have similar issues. I have some people. I'm in my gecko room, so can you send me some photos of the cresties? I haven't got the cresties here. The cresties are in another room in my flat. This room here is in my parents', but yes, that same sort of thing. They take up so much room. You got to squeeze them where you can. Do you know what I mean? I'm really eyeballing up Taylor's bedroom wall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like when people ask because I don't know how to explain it, because they're like, why is some
why have you not got it?
It's a long story. I won't get into it, but I literally just had a new rack built in here so I could have more here, but anything that was older than this lot is still. But yeah, Shannon, tomorrow 100%. Just send me a message so I don't forget. But yeah, no problem.
All I know is all your customers absolutely adore you because when I used to do the courier business, I saw Chloe like a lot of breeders. I saw them often, and all Chloe's customers your customers always gave me treats. It's like you said to them, make sure you give George some champagne.
I know how to pick them.
I know I've had champagne. I've had sweet. Oh, honestly, your customers were always top notch. But I think we'll end the live here. Is there anything you want to say before we go? Where people to find you?
ChloesGeckosUk, Instagram and Facebook. That is where to find me. And thank you very much, George, for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks everyone that came on as well. Thank you, guys.
So everyone, if you enjoyed it, this is going to go onto YouTube. Like Chloe just said, if you want to hit up her page, Chloe got some fantastic stuff, and it's only getting better every year. So get your hands on it while you can. Thanks for Chloe for coming on. Enjoyed this episode of Morphtastic Live. Thanks everybody, and thanks Chloe.
No worries. Thank you very much.
See you later, everybody.
Bye,